Hello everyone and welcome in Let's Connect with Prerna. I wish you all a very happy Makar Sankranti. My today's live session is with the principal of Allenhouse Public School, Kanpur, and I'm inviting Komal ma'am to join in my session. My today's live session is with Mrs. Komal, and I have invited her to join my session for the today's talk show. So I wish you all a very happy Makar Sankranti. And right. So hi ma'am.
Hello.
So, welcome everyone once again. I am live with Mrs. Komal Dewan, principal of Allenhouse Public School, Rooma, and we'll be starting with our conversation now. So, welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so
Am
much.
I am I audible, ma'am? I'm like, it's
Are you audible? Am I audible?
yeah, you're audible. Yes, yes, yes.
So,
So,
very good afternoon to you and to everybody else who's present virtually.
thank you. So, ma'am, to begin with, I've been asking one question. Like अभी जो recent में मैं जितने भी talk shows कर रही हूँ, उसमें I'm asking one question. That is to begin with the vaccination, thing. So, if I talk about, in particular about your branch of Ellen House, so is the vaccination camp done or it's yet to be, done maybe in the upcoming week?
Yeah, it will be done in the upcoming days. It
Okay.
has not been till now, but the initiative taken by the government is actually appreciable. Quite a few
Yeah.
schools have already been covered, and
Yes.
ours is in the pipeline.
All right. Because and I'm like, if I talk about like the news of that the vaccination camp would be done for the senior wing, so how is it like students are like they consent and everything, are they all okay, or the teachers have to push them that no, get your vaccination done?
No, no, not at all. In fact, I would appreciate that the parents and even the children, for that matter, they are calling up and asking where
Yeah.
would the camp. And nowadays, like everybody is educated and alert. So, like if at all, like it's getting delayed or something, the parents have got the children already vaccinated. Also, few of them, they are not even waiting. So that
Okay.
way, it's an
Okay.
appreciable on their side.
Yeah, that's really nice that people are understanding the importance of vaccination and they're all okay with this thing. Ma'am, one very important thing, like, when we talk about this virtual classes and this virtual mode, so I think that somewhere or the other, the senior sections are all equipped with new technology and they are now quite obviously, if I compare from 2 years back to the student of this year, they are now more tech savvy as compared as they were in 2019 or, the initial phase of 2020. But अगर मैं junior classes की बात करूँ या junior wing की बात करूँ, ma'am, so how are they, coping up with this and like to maintain that zeal and to maintain that excitement before the class, how is it happening for junior section?
In fact, for junior sections, it's doing quite well because
All
even
right.
in the classes, you'll be surprised. I mean, to see the children, even the pre-primary students, how
Okay.
when they respond. They know how to mute themselves. They know how to unmute themselves. They know how to switch on the camera. They know how to raise their hand. So it's actually commendable how they have so quickly adapted. It's the new generation, and they are smart enough to do that. So it's not a problem at all. And I actually appreciate it, and the efforts of the parents also, for that matter.
Right,
They
right.
are they are in the role of co-teachers right now.
Absolutely. I think teachers का भी बहुत important role है because when अभी these days when I started visiting the schools again, I have seen that how teachers in front of the camera giving it a look of a live. I mean, not just the live class, like a offline class is happening. They are doing those dances are happening, or those they are reciting the poem just to bring that feel that the class is going on offline. So I think teachers are also doing a commendable job these days. Like they have equipped themselves with new ideas and new techniques to bring that zeal in the student.
Undoubtedly, the efforts of the teachers are unmatchable. Whatever efforts they are putting in, they are actually commendable. The
Yes.
way they moved over from offline to online, and then again there was hybrid and everything. So the way they are
Right.
taking and the way they are training the students also, for that matter, all the stakeholders, the way they have adapted to the new normal, it's actually commendable.
राइट मैम, ये जो स्विच है सडन कि पहले ऑफलाइन मोड पे सॉरी ऑनलाइन मोड पे क्लासेस चल रही थी, वर्चुअल मोड पे, ऑल ऑफ अ सडन स्टूडेंट्स एंड एवरीबडी वी इक्विप देमसेल्फ विद दिस न्यू टेक्निक एंड न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी. बट देन अगेन पोस्ट दिस, जब लॉकडाउन धीरे धीरे थोड़े से जो कर्व्स थे वो खुले and students started coming back to the school and things were again coming back to a bit of normal. I won't say it was normal at all, but yes, it was coming back to the normal thing. Then again now lockdown thing is there. So ये जो switch है ma'am from virtual to offline, then offline to again virtual. So if I talk like you being the principal ma'am, so what do you feel that इसका जो एक effect है ma'am, is it affecting the psyche of the child? And if yes, so what role does the teacher or the school management plays here?
See, here, first of all, I would like to mention that there are always two ways of looking at anything. Like if I give a common example, then a glass half filled with water. So a person with a positive perspective would say that it is half filled with water, and the
Right.
person with a negative perspective would say it is half empty. So it's how we
True.
look at it.
Yeah.
Now, in this scenario, when we have again switched over to online classes for the time being, we have to understand that earlier, whenever the schools were closed down due to extreme weather in the winters or in the summers, we did not have any backup plan. I mean, if it was closed
Right.
down, it was closed down. So, but now due to the online classes, I'm not saying that the loss is not there. It's a
Yes.
major, but then still, at least the children are getting some kind of attention from the
It is.
teachers. The teachers. So that way, I mean, if you look at it, so it's helpful. So one has to understand that the problem is definitely there, but then online classes are also helping us to stay connected with the parents and the students.
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, and the way everybody is adapting to it, that is also like commendable, and it's the effort of the teachers that they are putting in, and the students also for that matter. That's appreciable.
Right. Ma'am, what is your, say here if I talk about the mental health related issues post this lockdown and post this COVID crisis? So what do you have to say here? Like, if we talk about students in particular, or if we talk about, in fact, the adults, like if we talk about the teachers or everybody around, because the grief and the losses they have gone through all this while. So अगर मैं बच्चों की ही बात करूं मैम, so what is your observation or what do you have to say if I talk about mental health as one important aspect? तो student psyche को देख करके मैम, what do you have to say here?
See, what I believe is, I personally believe that when you can't change a situation, you should change the way you react to it.
Yeah.
I can explain this with an instance also.
Please,
Like I
please.
remember, like 1.5 years back when it was the initial phase of COVID.
COVID, right?
At that point of time, a far acquaintance of mine, they had like one person who had lost a family member.
Oh,
That person went into depression. He
okay.
was, so like in so much in pain, and he had to be taken to a therapist. And till
Okay.
date, that person has not been able to come out of it, and was hospitalized also in between. Till now, he's
Right.
consulted psychiatrists and all those things. This is one situation, and the similar situation happened with another person who
Okay.
again lost a close family member, again 1.5 years back, same time. Obviously, I mean, losing a family member is such a major loss. The
True.
person was in depression, and the same kind of situation was there. But he, understood his responsibility, took up a job, took up the responsibility of the family. So now, if I look at that person after 1.5 years, the person has become more responsible. The person has become more independent, financially independent. The sorrow and pain is still there, but how
Right.
the person has come out of it. So
Right.
I would tell this to everyone that difficulties or problems in our life do not always come to disrupt you. At times they come to help you realize your inner potential. You don't know
Yes.
what you're capable of until or unless you face any kind of problem. As it's rightly said that adversity is the best teacher.
True. True. I think, like, the way you have explained, it's like, I mean, it is person to person, and the instances or the losses, if we talk about, it's deep, and, the pain cannot be explained in words, or, like that. But yes, seeing, making ourselves more responsible, understanding the responsibility one has it, like, life goes on, that the thing we say, that life chalti rehti hai. तो आपने बहुत अच्छे से ये बात
Be hopeful. That is my, advice to everyone. You should always be hopeful. You should always be optimistic because nothing is permanent. All situations are temporary. So this too shall pass. So let's be, you know, patient, and we should. Right now, what we should do is we should follow the government orders. We should follow the
right.
social distancing norms. Wear a mask. Use sanitizers. All these things are very important. So we should really do that.
True. True that. I think that's very, very important for all of us. I mean, not just our, in fact, our family members and everyone around. Komal ma'am, if we talk about class 10th and 12th, like the board classes, and if we talk about the curriculum, so like again, like from offline it is to virtual. So if we have to, if I talk about the syllabus, and that's immense, like, so how are the teachers taking care of the classes, and how are they, I mean, is the syllabus will remain the same as it is, or there are some reductions in the course content or something?
See, earlier there were reductions. The board had slashed the syllabus, so by 25% and all. But now, as of now, we haven't got any instructions. But
Okay.
definitely the board will also consider, and the teachers have already started with the online classes. Children are also, studying and working hard, and trying to clear their doubts during online classes. Everything is going on as it can go smoothly in this scenario.
Right,
So.
right. Komal ma'am, what is your advice to the students, especially the senior wing? बल्कि advice तो सभी के लिए ही है, because I feel that जब बच्चे offline mode पे आते हैं, school आते हैं, their personality, their sense of dressing, their how जो एक social behavior होता है, everything is being I mean everything कुछ ना कुछ improvement होता ही है. बच्चे चार they come, they talk to the teachers, they share their issues. So if I talk about the virtual mode now. So obviously, that kind of social behavior, that is in terms of their personality development. So how are teachers taking care of it, and how what a student can do to improvise it, irrespective whether they are going to the schools or they are not going to the schools.
See, if I talk about the comparison between offline and online, then there is no comparison. I mean, offline, when the children are coming to the school, they are meeting the teachers also have them in front of them, the teaching is
Yeah.
done in a good manner. So, online classes, I mean, it is there as a backup plan, but then there is no comparison. But
Right.
if we talk only about online classes, then we are trying to provide the best. There is nothing we are missing out on. The activities are being conducted, the
Okay.
competitions, assessments,
Okay.
as it is going on. So there is no compromise on that.
All
On
right.
that front, but then obviously, I mean, it cannot be compared to offline classes.
True.
In fact, for the vacations, I mean, winter vacations, when the hybrid mode was going on, and we had the children coming to the school for junior classes, I'm talking. Senior classes,
Yeah.
all the students were coming offline.
Okay.
So the junior classes, I remember one day, I mean, there was, I could hear the sound of a child crying, and I thought that probably the child is not able to adjust. Maybe they come after a long time, and the children are about to leave for home. I called the teacher and I asked her. I said, "What's the problem? I mean, the child is not adjusting. You
Yeah.
can call the parents." She said, "Ma'am, the parents are already there. The child doesn't want to go home."
Oh. So yes. Right. Right.
So, I mean, from this you can understand, how much the children enjoy coming to school and
True.
what kind of bond they have with the teachers. So, I mean, that's it. But then right now we cannot help it. The situation is such, but then we should all remember that, the Almighty, the creator of this universe, is more concerned about us than we are about ourselves.
True.
So we should always remember that. So everything will
Good.
start falling in place gradually. And the way the things are, the way this pandemic or this new variant is spreading, it will disappear also in the same manner very soon. So
बिल्कुल
nobody gets,
बिल्कुल
disappointed or disheartened. It's all right. I mean, just be a little patient, and follow the social distancing norms and whatever is required to be done at this point of time.
To you?
I can't hear you.
Now am I audible?
Yeah, better.
Yeah. So ma'am, if I if I think that अगर हम सभी इस तरह positive approach रखें, so things will like जो जितनी difficult लगती हैं और एक जो आपने बोला ना एक hope लगता है, hope ही नहीं रही, तो that's very very important that we should be hopeful one and we should stay very positive.
That's very important. You should be optimistic all the time, right? Because we should remember that whatever will happen will happen for good.
Right. So, ma'am, another important thing, like, I've been listening a lot of times that there are counselors now, in schools, there are counselors for academic counselors are there who are counseling the child for career related queries. Then there are psychological counselors also. The teachers are there to help. So, ma'am, what do you think that does the student? Because I feel that still there is that myth when the student is going to a psyche teacher or to a doctor related for mental health related issues. तो वो अभी भी एक people start saying कि अरे what do you have any mental health issues और वो मीम बनने लगते हैं. तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे बात करूँ मैम, how important do you feel that a school should have a counselor, especially not only for academics but also for mental health related issues as well?
See, first of all, I think that the teachers are the best counselors for the students. The teacher is a role model for the child, and I always tell my teachers also that whenever you're going to the class, it should not be just going and delivering the lecture and moving out. You should always have the connect with the students, where the students are able to approach you with any kind of problem. I mean, whether it is related to their mental well-being or whether it is any problem at home, whatever it is. I mean, they should be free enough to talk to the teachers. Besides that, we need to have a counselor in school, a child counselor, which is a special educator. Because see, every child is different. You cannot compare one child to the other. So they have special needs. They might be facing certain problems which can be addressed by this special educator, who's a counselor also. So that is required in each and every school, and I think every school has one. Yes. So these counselors, they take discussions in groups also and individual also. Whenever the children want, they can go to we have a counselor room where the children can go to the counselor. In fact, the parents also, the individual concerns are discussed whenever they come on the PTM, and otherwise also if they want to come, take an appointment and they can meet the counselor. So that's required. That's important.
Okay. Komal ma'am, before I conclude, your message to everybody who is watching us and later when they watch.
Pardon?
I'm saying your message to everyone who is watching us right now and maybe, later when they'll watch the video.
My message to everyone is that, as I have said it, that please be optimistic, be hopeful, whatever will happen for good. I'm just repeating what I just now said. That is my message to everyone.
These are really very, very strong words and, it's just अपने आप में इन शब्दों में बहुत
make a difference also. Because when you start thinking in that manner, things also start falling in place.
True.
If you will optimistic, you will think positive things will start happening. So positivity attracts positivity only. So
we should be things which are good, are positive, and soon this negative environment and these negative things coming to us will go away.
Definitely it will happen, and very soon it will happen.
True.
I think everybody will be there together. Children will start coming to school the way it was earlier. So let's be hopeful and back to all.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Komal ma'am, for giving me your time today for the live talk show. And
it was a pleasure.
Sorry, ma'am, I missed it. So your voice was very low.
It was a pleasure being here, and thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.